Absolutely. No. But we were getting comfortable, and at least you know that because.
No, I was just like adding to the noise. I don't want the spotlight on me. Not right now. You can go back to talking. Do the thing.
I'm keeping that. I'm keeping that.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Buzz Market Ask a Creative. Today I have the amazing team from Tab Production, and we are talking about the latest anime, called The Super. So we're gonna dive into just everything that they do, everything that they work. We just want to learn from creatives. Yeah, let's get into it. So you guys, let the people know what's your name, what do you do, all that good stuff.
Yes. Okay, so I'm Tabs.
Okay.
Full name Tabita, but we don't do that here.
Tabs.
Wow.
Tabs.
Tabs. That's professional. Okay. So I am an all-rounder artist. I do everything in art, from traditional all the way to digital art. But I am popularly known for animation and comics.
When we say all the arts, do you do music? Do you
So,
dance? This is all the arts.
Okay, majority.
Okay.
So I do traditional art, that is drawing, painting, chalk pastels, all of those things. Then I do poetry.
Okay.
I can be musical. Doesn't mean I've chosen
Poetry
it.
does guide you.
Yeah, I can be musical. That I've been told maybe dancing, but I'm not gonna be self-righteous here. Self-proclaimed? Nah. Okay, so yeah, basically I do just a lot of the things in art. Then when it comes to digital, I animate, I make comics, I illustrate, I graphic design, I video editing.
Comics.
What?
I want to check out some of your comics.
Cool, I have a comic that is out. It's manga style, which is like the Japanese style. It's called Half Cased. I actually wore the t-shirt just. I should have wore it today.
Dope.
But yes, I will definitely send you the link.
That's
So yes, that's me. And professionally, I am in film. So like,
Hence the anime.
no,
Oh.
that's part-time. That's like part-time job when I'm called to go on film sets.
Okay.
But then I'm full-time into anime.
Ben.
For me, I am Gilbert. For those of you who don't know me, I am a voice actor for the Super. I've also done a few voice works for Tab's other animations. I draw occasionally, and I am a law student and a graphic designer, and that's pretty much me. I also write poetry.
Okay, so hold up. You draw, do you do that like commission work and stuff? Do you commission your drawings?
No, it's more like just something for me to like express myself. The commission work is the graphic design. I do logos and like posters and business cards and stuff like that. And I say I write poetry just like that. Don't look for it.
I'm going to look for it. We are going to look for it. That's what I hear. What you
It's here
know,
to
we're going to find everything that there is. But that's very interesting. Like, so you draw, you do poetry. How do you find yourself in law?
Oh yeah, it's just an interest, really. I wanna help people.
Okay. Super nice stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's the protagonist.
In his own story.
And in her story too, because I play the main character. I play the main character on the Super. And yeah, that's me. It's
That's dope.
my thing.
Okay, so Tabs, you are running this whole production thing. You have the anime out. How long have you been doing this? Because you mentioned how you're in film. When did you get started?
Yes. The answer is yes. Okay. So with film, I initially got into film because I was working at a company called Upfront Media, a media house. I started working there in 2019. So I started working as a comic artist, but then eventually, because I was the only comic artist in the place, and because there was no business for that as yet, the production was pending, and my boss was just like, you know what, join the rest of the team.
How long ago was that?
That was in 2019. It was like, join the rest of the team. They were creating TV series and things like that, so I joined in. And yeah, that's film. When it comes to the production of the Super, because the Super is our first work, and what's out currently is the pilot episode. Right, the pilot episodes. Okay, so production officially started in February this year. That's when we started. The voice actors went for a recording session at Ollie Benjamin's home studio. We had just one day where we were like, okay, we gotta record everything because it was a big stretch. I won't lie. Like the way it started and the way it is now is two different things. When we started, even as a producer, I was looking at capacity.
So you started this all the way back in 2019?
Oh no. Okay. We started the Super in. The idea came through in January. So what had happened is that my director / co-producer Kende, who's not here, who should have been here, but anyway. Shout out Kende! Yeah, so he hit me up and he was just like, Tabs, we need to collaborate, we need to create a piece of animation as freelancers to, flex.
Yes.
The whole thing was just like, we are here to flex our skills with the little animation thing. Wait.
Oh my god. Okay, we have not even begun.
Oh, it was like,
I love
you
it.
have no idea. So we're just like, okay, we're gonna just create this, just a 5-minute short episode just to show what we're made of. Then the first poster came out and it went viral.
Oh, it blew up.
It blew up and everyone just like, oh, Zambians having its first anime. So now we were just like, what?
Now we have to finish this.
So now the pressure was like, okay, this is Zambia's first anime. So now we had to sit down back to the drawing board, like, okay, we need to add on so that we give enough
Flesh.
We need to give enough flesh. As a producer, because most of it was under my creative control, creative lead. Even when it was just normal writing, you would always think, okay, so realistically, we can't use too many characters because we're voicing so many people. We don't have the budget for that. It's gonna be too much this, too much animation. So I just chose, okay, four characters in one episode. That we'll keep it short and sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it became Zambia's first anime. It got the title, and was this is
Here
where
we are.
Want me to sniff it out? Rejoice. For you have no idea what you have asked me.
Before anything, it's just to correct it. Zambia's first produced anime. The reason for the produced is because of our intention.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So you're saying the pilot has 4 characters.
Yes.
I mean, if it's as well done as I believe it is, and I think 4 characters is all you need.
Well, you've seen the trailer.
Intense. Yeah.
Well, the trailer doesn't give much. The trailer that I saw didn't give much. It really didn't.
It's like storyline based as a pilot episode. It's supposed to give you a taste and not the whole meal.
Every trailer should do that. So.
Unless you want to watch Thor and then know that all of it was spoiled in the trailers.
I didn't even watch it. I didn't have the strength.
Yeah.
I was just like, I've never really been into that. But what was I? We're talking about the Super.
Yes.
Yes. So what was it like working with Tabs? How long have you worked with Tabs?
Since 2019, because when she
Since inception?
not necessarily inception, when she first animated something, which was like an animated version of her first webtoon, which was When It Hails. She posted on a status, I need voice actors, and I was like, yeah, sure, I do voices. And I hit her up, and then I recorded something, and I feel like after that, I've been her go-to for voice acting, because I'm good at it.
Your voice is like really, really smooth. I love that.
Thank you, this is my interview voice.
Well, that's pretty good. I feel like even before I watch it, like I can feel the intensity. Because it trailer was like, darkish and gave thriller vibes. Is it a thriller? Is it thriller-ish?
Thriller-ish? Nah, it's more like just, is it thriller-ish? Nah.
No?
Maybe just the vibe of like the villains, because it was more the trailer is more giving that feel of the villain because they're kind of like carrying the story as it's their task.
Okay.
So that's how we structured the trailer.
Well, for some of us that are not very well versed in the anime world, do you have genres for anime?
Yes.
Is it like ordinary film with like drama and all that
there's,
stuff?
there's action, comedy, romance, drama.
Where does the super fall in?
Action.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like there's two types of action anime actually. There's shonen, which is targeted to like young boys from like 12, from ages 12 to 18.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Shonen?
Yeah, shonen. And then there's seinen, which is targeted to like adults.
Are these Japanese words?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They just like shonen just means little boy. And
Oh.
seinen means grown
Okay.
grown man.
Yeah, the super would be seinen because we're not really targeting the younger audience.
Okay.
It's more like the mature teens and adults.
Speaking of the audience that you're targeting, where do you see this going? Where do you want it to go? Because you mentioned how it was just something to flex, and then now we're here. It's like, ooh, in the cinema, buy tickets. So,
right?
Where do you want it to go? Where do you?
Okay, so that has been a very heavy conversation, especially between me and Kendi, because it was the two of us mostly on this production. Yes, we did feature one other animator, but because of school, he kind of wasn't able to fully be on it. But it's a heavy conversation because now it's like you have to fight between you're doing this in Zambia, and Zambia is where you are, and the fact that you are making something that's revolutionary that the world will look at.
It is revolutionary.
So, in terms of where to go, we made the super not for everyone, but for anyone. Still hashtag to make sure for that quote, because it means that anyone that knows, because anime is the main genre. Everyone that knows what anime is, or even has a slight interest in anime, would be like, oh, there's that thing. Oh, it's an anime, And then they'll want to watch it. No matter where they are, no matter who they are, they want to watch it. It's not a thing of, okay, we're gonna create something that only Zambians can understand.
Okay, I want to touch on the little. You mentioned how you have the reality that you're doing this in Zambia, and Zambia is where you are. How has that affected your journey? Because you started your production company in 2019 for animations, right?
Oh no, 2020.
2020. Okay. How has that journey been in Zambia? What has affected you the most?
It's been crazy because the super is the first actual production, like full-based production of my studio, and also just between us local animators. It's the first time this is happening, and it's been crazy because just before that we were doing things like music videos on commission, because that's how animators make money. Do music video for this artist, do music video for this artist. So the harsh reality of this is that it's not respected. So even when you send in that quote saying, okay, I have charged this amount of money for this, and then somebody just be like, whoa, I love your work, I really want your work here, I want your work, but I can't pay this much for a hobby. And then now as
it's not a hobby. It's not a hobby.
With the super now, they will watch and say that it's not a hobby. But that was the harsh reality, not only just for me, but for everyone doing animation. So now even when you speak to other creatives and you like, okay, I want you on board, you find that sometimes they'll even downplay themselves just so that they can get a gig. So now that's the harsh reality about it being produced in Zambia, is because it's not taken seriously, and then it's still a small industry. In fact, it was non-existent.
Yeah, I have to say, like, anime in of itself, like, creatives already are quite small, but then anime in of itself is pretty small. So I think it's a very bold move of you guys. I mean, shout out to you and big congratulations. You guys are sold out for the pilot, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, so that's amazing. I mean, for the first project, I love that it shows just like how much can be done, and like there's room for this. And I feel like that's one of the biggest statements you're making. Like, there's room for this, and this is work. It's like genuine work. I don't know if this is. I noticed in one of your comments in your comment section on YouTube when the trailer dropped, people were curious about the race of the characters. Was that deliberate? Did you even consider making them all like an all black cast? What was that
They
about?
don't look like you.
They don't.
They don't?
They don't. I think there was like one black character that I saw.
Really?
I think.
They don't
Yeah.
look like. Okay. Funny thing is, right?
Also, is that an anime thing? Because anime is initially Japanese and all of that. So
Let me get it.
Okay,
Let me
great.
sit up because you know it's a very uncomfortable conversation for lots of Zambians because they want representation.
Mm.
But then here we are. This is a story. The anime, the super.
Mhm.
Now even just the super, there's the story behind the story of how it came to be. Where did the super come from? I drew it in grade 4.
Ooh.
That was
I
my
love
idea.
that. I
If
love
I-
that.
you
Like
see?
all the great movies just have this like we started with what in and then it builds up.
Right.
Like, yes, I want to watch it. No, I want to watch it because I just started like.
Yeah,
Wait,
like
wait.
the concept of the super came. I was drawing it in my English class when I was in grade 4. So like, I created these little characters, Tetsu, Tatsu. They were part of like the whole Dragon Ball Z cast, and then I just would separate. Then only when I went into high school, that's when I was like, okay, let me now have a bit of a storyline to it. And then when Akenda approached me saying, Taj, we need to flex, that's when I was like, okay, let's take that same concept and now mature it into we are grown-ups now and this is what we want out.
Okay.
So in terms of the character design, first of all, we changed their skin to brown, different tones of brown. All 4 characters
Are brown.
are different forms of
They're
brown.
show, they are brown. There's light brown.
There's dark brown.
Black damn
Take-
brown. Okay.
Take each character and put them next to a Japanese character.
Japanese
They
or
are
pale
brown.
pale? Okay.
So that's the argument there.
Mhm.
I know lots of time people want to be like, oh no, but why don't they have afros?
Mm.
But if they all had afros, then it removes away from this being Zambia's first anime because we can't change the rules of anime when we just entered it.
Great. So I want to get onto that. Are there rules to anime?
Are there rules to anime? You could say yes and no.
Okay.
You could say yes for, first of all, just the look and feel, because it was a Japanese-made style at first.
Mhm.
So now, because they started drawing themselves like that, okay, not even themselves, they started drawing the characters like that.
Mhm.
Now we're like, oh, that's how Japanese cartoons look.
Mhm.
But Japanese people don't look like that. But anyway, so now, maybe just it's basically just the look of the character, the big eyes, the
Yeah,
the
but
triangle nose.
okay. See, I'm gonna play represent us part. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to say, wouldn't you, because like you're taking on a big stance, right? You're the first doing this. It's a big win for all of us, right? We're riding on your win, and
Riders.
we are riding. But like, wouldn't you say that you would try and make it a bit more Zambian?
Then it won't be an anime.
Okay, then we have to ask like, what is anime? So like every anime produced in the world, for somebody that doesn't watch,
Okay, so
anime, would it always look that way? Like
most of the
Japanese style?
times it looks like the Japanese style,
Okay,
but then there's
I see.
certain things that change. So like there's hair colors,
Mm,
there's this, there's that,
complexions.
complexions. But then, as I said, in this case, because it's our first time making something
Mhm.
which is supposed to be under anime, it needs to follow lots of those anime rules.
Okay, so essentially we're not there to be breaking.
We're not there to be breaking rules.
windows.
No.
Okay, we'll respect that. I mean, I'm just excited to see.
But the representation is there. It really much is there because end of the day, our team has put in so much of their own talent. I did not come to
And
Gilbert
it's
and
an
say,
all Zambian team.
it's an all Zambian
Team.
team. I did not come to Gilbert and say, Gilbert, I want Kakashi. I came to be like, Gilbert, we want this guy.
So essentially, you're not like big enough to say where you start breaking windows and breaking rules and all of that stuff.
Definitely not.
Mm,
Because
okay.
already just the anime title has gotten so many ears locally and internationally.
Mm,
They've just been like, oh, Zambia wants to break into the anime field,
I love that.
you know?
I'm hoping you don't sell.
Yeah, because I all the characters are still brown skinned,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a stylistic choice if one character has like red hair or blue hair. It's like
It's the art of it all.
yeah, because how is that not representation? Don't niggas dye their hair?
Hey!
Okay.
respect that. I'll respect that. What has it been like? So walk us into you as a voice actor. You talked about the other productions that you've done, but this one's a bit more center stage. So was the pressure a bit higher? Was it like, what was that like?
It was a little more pressure, yeah. I had to actually act this time and not just lend my voice. Like when we were recording, Tabs was standing right there and she was like, give more emotion. And I would just be like, what? Okay. So like I had to like put my all into it, and it's very much like real acting. But yeah, the pressure was a bit more, but I didn't really feel it that much because I already, not to brag, but I'm pretty talented.
Ooh, okay.
I already like mentally prepared for this, so I was in there. I got into the mind of my character. I did what I had to do. I delivered my lines, and from what I've seen of what I did, I was perfect.
Oh.
And yeah, it was
Production, would you say that? Okay.
We will watch it.
Okay.
We'll judge.
We'll judge.
And yeah, no, it was a fun experience.
Yeah.
I would definitely advise anybody who really wants to pursue this because like it's very fun, especially if you're a camera shy nerd like I am, who has a passion for the arts, but would rather only like lend their voice
Rather than being on camera.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like, because you mentioned how it's similar to like real acting, I would argue even that it's a bit harder because we can't, your face helps you translate whatever the director is telling you, but with your voice, the little interjections, the emotion must be felt in everything.
I won't lie, it's extremely hard. I wouldn't say it's harder than acting,
Okay.
but then it's filled on its own, and it's quite hard because you should remove yourself from the equation.
Exactly,
Like this is the character, and you should be able to differentiate just with sound alone the different characters. Because Gilbert has been on 2 of my animations now. If we have a third one, he should not sound like he's the same actor. If we have a 4th one, we should not sound like it's the same actor because they're different characters.
You have to, do you change your voice?
Yeah, quite often actually.
Can you do that now on spot? Can you actually? I would like a line though. Can you give us a line from?
I am his manager.
We won, right? Yes, we do. So give us. We want a line, just like
Not for free.
something intense. Hopefully.
All right, Tetsu. Keep your breathing deep and calm. Hey, Tetsu, buddy, are you okay? There you go.
I was following. I had a whole in the forest hiding from I don't know who.
And she hasn't even watched the episode yet.
I was because I didn't like.
Yeah.
You have to get into the head of the character, and I can change my voice because initially I was.
Can you go higher?
Joker.
Yeah, I can actually.
Mickey Mouse.
That's very nerdy. I like it.
Oh, hey kids! It's me, Mickey Mouse. And initially I was gonna play Tetsu, like the younger brother, but I forgot what happened. But then
Don't worry.
changed.
I think you're okay.
Not
Relax.
They changed. They were like, "Oh, you're playing the older brother." I was like, "Okay, cool."
Oh yeah. What? Okay, so we know what happened with the voice recording session. We had it in a WhatsApp group chat. Literally.
These are WhatsApp voice notes.
No.
What we did?
The auditions.
Okay.
Not the auditions, like the practices, because we only had 1 day to go to the studio.
Okay.
So when they were practicing the lines, we were legit like, okay guys, I had to call them first of all. I was like, guys, at 18 hours sharp, everyone be online. You two will be saying your lines together. So one sends the voice note, the other one sends after, the other one sends after that. And you had to just like keep
So like your voice reading, what is it called? Like your script reading was
on
Yeah.
the group chat.
wow.
And like, it was
Shout
like-
out to the group chat.
It'd be like 18. I'm coming back from class. I'm tired. Guys, be online. Okay.
Okay. Work time.
And like, I was even like, I hope I don't sound tired on the mic. And I didn't. Did I?
You did pretty well.
Yeah.
I mean, for the final cut, you didn't. So
yeah.
that's all that
That's
matters.
all that matters.
yeah. Okay. So I have to ask for the Zambian people: is there any chance whatsoever of like you guys selling the show out? later on? Because you mentioned how there's a lot coming and I'm excited for all of it, but
Okay, so what's initially happening? We're having the exclusive launch on the 30th of July, which is at 18 hours.
okay.
Then it's going to be on YouTube, the pilot episode. It's going to be free for all. After that, just like, we're doing lots of groundwork, if I have to say it like that. It should be getting more people involved, because another conversation I was having with Akende is that, you know, even when, let me not even say it, because already I've seen the bag.
Oh, okay.
So even when money pulls in for more production, for a season production, it's gotta be a thing of we need to do it. You get it? It's a thing of we need now more people, more animators, more this, more that. And the scariest part is not the funding. The scariest part is now going into the full-on capacity of the production studio. Because now we have to outsource people. We need people to learn how to animate. We need it to look, feel, and be packaged in an international standard. So now that's the scary part is now sourcing these young creatives that will be able to push for this international standard.
You're definitely gonna find them. I
Definitely.
have this one.
Alright.
So you already have one tick.
Right.
I mean,
Like there's lots of talented Zambians, but you know it's location, because you find that people are fending for maybe their siblings, or there's just so many things that are going on in their lives that they're unable to even dream anymore. To dream of being an animator. And that's what is really scary, because now people be looking to you as the pioneer for animation and be like, okay, we want a job, give us a job. We give them the job, and now just taking care of people.
yeah.
You know?
I love that you dive into the whole people can dream anymore. And this is why we're doing these interviews, to make it very clear that you know, creatives are working, just for clarity.
And at least I'm at lunch, so it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, you are doing something groundbreaking.
Yeah.
But I think this is why I was curious and asking about, is there a chance of you selling
Like selling
the story? Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely not. You gotta stick with the production.
Oh, like selling the story out there.
Yeah, because like
It
say
would
you
depend.
do the first season, and then do you see yourself continuing season 2 and all of that?
No, definitely we do. But then again, it also depends on what comes through, because adult decisions will need to be made in the time.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a thing where the board will have to sit down together and
Depending
talk
on the
about.
future.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, without what you're doing right here, right now,
Yeah.
wait for it. Definitely can't wait to check it out. Amazing.
Oh, just you asking about selling. Next thing we leave, let's say we leave for another country. They're like, oh no, they left us.
They left that. No, you know, this is the thing. I'm asking about selling because I'm really passionate about projects staying here. So I'm asking because, you know, Zambia is, we have to face the reality. Sometimes it's not the most conducive place for art. So it's like, we are concerned. Is it something that's really going to be ours, or like if you're going to sell maybe like 3 episodes in and then, because I love the fact already that it's a whole Zambian team, but like obviously people would be curious to see like, oh, who's funding this, is it even going to last, all of that stuff. So I'm glad for now here we are.
Depends on the Zambians themselves, because we started here.
Oh, okay. So it depends on the response.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's how whole media thing is.
Okay.
Basically.
Okay. So you would say that the Zambian people are part of the problem as to why art leaves?
Let me not be the bad guy, but I am the bad guy.
No, you have
So-
to say it. You have to say it if that's the
But
situation.
it's true,
Okay.
because art has been something that's been overlooked. It's a thing where, you know, the market is there, because we have met a lot of businesses that are just like, wow, this is great. But then you find maybe we're not prioritized, and there's a whole process that goes in that doesn't prioritize the artists. And then we end up just, okay, because we can't stop and say we're going to look for help in this way. But
Why
then
don't you say then that there's no market if that's the case? Because like, why wouldn't they prioritize the art if the market is there?
well, it
So like
depends
people
on
want ooh and ah, but not
the,
like
yeah, ooh and
yeah.
ah, but then when it's time for that now physical involvement, you find that there are just so many other butting heads that could just come in and then disturb the flow, you know. But then if you're looking at animation as a whole, it's more of the vision because let's be realistic. Zambia is very much not on the same path as the rest of the world. Because the rest of the world has arcane. The rest of the world has Castlevania.
No, you know.
The rest of the world has
trusting you.
Invincible.
No, I'm trusting that what you're bringing is as good as our
Guys, you think me? I have 1 million.
No. Look, this is the start. But like, I believe even at your start, you guys are gonna give us something exceptional. I have a gut feeling, and I'm never wrong about these things. I have a
You've
good
seen
feeling,
the quality of the
I have a
trailer.
good sense about art. So.
Force us to do things we don't want to do. You see, the society we live in, tries to put us in a little box. Everybody lives life like it's a joke.
You've seen the quality of the trailer. What do you think?
I think you're taking us there.
I'm taking us there.
Yeah, I think you guys are taking us there. The fact that you guys were just even gutsy enough to say we're taking this to the cinema, for me that was it. That was like, yeah,
We
people
opened
are
the
it.
door. We opened the door.
Because I saw actually a couple of months ago, sorry to cut you short,
Yes.
there was the whole we need anime in cinemas. I think it was like a tweet around.
Yeah,
And then
the
before you
Jujutsu
know,
Kaisen
The
thing.
Jujutsu
yeah,
yeah.
there was
Yeah.
a thing, right?
Yeah.
And I don't even follow anime like that, but I was like, no, the anime community in Zambia is growing. We need anime in cinemas, anime in
Oh,
cinemas.
yeah.
And then
Oh,
before
wow.
you get, I was like,
Push.
Zambian production.
Push.
I'm like,
Pushed.
you guys, insane for doing this. So like, come on.
No,
Yeah.
in general, you know, even as just a creative myself, because the super came like when we started, it was before the Jujutsu thing. So when Jujutsu came, I was like, okay, I'm using this to see if there are people in Zambia that I can market to now with my
No,
super.
they're there.
Because at first I was scared. I was just like, yo,
It
will even 1,000 people sign this petition?
And you
It
know,
was scary.
and you know,
It was so scary.
I've always complained that we never get anime movies in our cinemas when they release all over the world except here, and then Jujutsu came and it was a hit.
Watched it twice. It was full out on the first screening. We were
Oh
just like
my
crazy.
God.
And Zambia got shouted by the official Jujutsu Kaisen place.
All the way in
Nick-
Japan.
And then you were like,
People
yeah,
all
this
over
is
the
it.
world were soured.
And then-
like
and then
they were
they're
like, no, how is it in Zambia before any of these other countries? They were just like,
Like look at these little kids
And
fighting
guess
for
what?
what
We
they
got our own
want.
production too.
We've got our own thing. Ah
Yes.
man,
I love it.
Crunchyroll should sign us. Anime streaming
Okay.
service, yeah, they should sign. If not them, then Netflix.
Speaking of a streaming service, so where are we gonna watch it from? Of course, the pilot is in the cinema. Where do we watch it from?
YouTube from the Tab Production Studios YouTube page.
All the episodes that are gonna follow?
The pilot episode.
Yeah, but the other episodes.
Guys.
Budget.
Wait.
Oh, okay. So we just keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for
It's to
whether.
keep an eye out, and anyone that wants to get involved should reach us, especially because it's a new industry that we're boosting.
Definitely.
So whether or not budget will be there or not, it will continue. But anyone that wants to get involved should really decide.
You can look direct into the people and just tell them like
Anyone that
reach
wants
out.
to.
It's just the people with money.
Okay, yeah.
Reach
So
out.
anyone that wants to get involved, to really push this industry, to be like, this is something that is gonna represent Zambia internationally, can just the faces. Okay, the pressure.
We need you.
Wow. No.
Drama.
No.
Okay.
So yeah, so basically anyone that would like to get involved can just contact us on either of our social media pages. It's Tab Productions. Yes, just Tab Productions. You find us. And also our email. Yeah, but there. Yeah. Our email topproductionsc@gmail.com. You can text us, email us, even fan mail. We've been receiving a lot.
We're fans.
It's not even just fan. It's not only just fan mail. It's lots of people that have been looking to us saying, "Oh, I would love to voice act. Oh, I'd love a job. Oh, I'd love to make a website."
Those DMs now, like ever since it was announced, I'm getting a lot of those DMs. I'm like, I have fans.
I mean, you're pioneers.
It's crazy because at first you would think, oh no, it's just our circle, but our circle's like only on Twitter. Everywhere else, like even just Facebook and all these are people I have no idea who they are. But then they're always texting, they always want, they want to be a part of this. And it's just like, this is needed.
We even got stopped earlier on Monday. Like
this kid is like, oh, I've been seeing you on Facebook.
Oh my God, we love.
And then last weekend, remember when we were like selling the tickets and then like the guy with the afro came and then he recognized me and I was like, oh my God.
At the LAN party at the Nerd Otaku thing, these two guys came like, wait, you are Tabs. Like people have been like, you are the Tabs. I'm just like,
I love it.
the Tabs. Like that's what they've been calling me.
Yeah. We love it. Okay, so what else do we have from you guys? What else should we look out for? Anything that you guys want to let us in on? Maybe some future things that we should keep an eye out for?
I know there's lots of professionals because I work in film, so there's lots of people like those these guys that did animation one time and then they just didn't show up after this. But then this time is different, and I don't wanna promise and say, oh no, we're gonna do all of this. No, but it's different because we are here for change.
Yo, I've been stressing my whole life to get it. Walking through the fire, burning with desire. Y'all gon' probably have to die to get it. I will never.
So, thank you so much, you guys, for coming. This has been fun. I loved it. You can just let the people know where we can find you. You can give us your handles, Twitter, Instagram, anything you're comfortable with. Where can we find you?
Gilbert, you go first.
I hate you. Anyway, my Instagram handle is not even here 48, and my Twitter handle is Malcolm Chancer.
Not even here.
Yeah.
Okay.
48. Yeah. And,
Ironic.
Yeah, it is. And my Instagram is Malcolm Chancer. I just use my real name. Yeah. So you can find me. I occasionally tweet really funny stuff, and my Instagram is purely for the memes. So. Like there you go.
I don't know, you say that and I think the trailer is like, oh, you think you're funny. I don't know.
Jacob. Anyway, go.
Alright. So my production studio, let me decide my first one. So for me it's Tabskun KUN Kun everywhere. So that's Instagram, you usually get to see the space. You get
It's not as easy as it looks, eh?
It's not.
Yeah.
Bruh. So that's my Instagram. That's my Twitter. Even though I'm very active there, that's my Don't do that on Facebook. Anyway, I will not accept.
You are not on Facebook?
I am, but it's the personal one. It's not a page.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, then my studio Tab Production Studios or at Tab Productions. That's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You will find it there, and also YouTube, where you're gonna find the trailer and the other bunch of our animated works as a company. So yeah, subscribe.
Also sub to her, because
yeah, and you know where to find us.
Yeah.
Bazaar Market on Facebook and Instagram. Remember to check us out, follow us, share with anybody that you know.
like, follow, comment, share,
You know,
do
all
the
that good
things.
stuff. Tag everyone.
Tag everyone, man.
Facebook is for tagging everyone, so
Yeah,
tag
yeah,
everyone.
tag everyone. Tag the president if you can. Probably
Yes.
not, but like, yeah, I mean, if you can, go ahead.
Sure, might as well just tag it.
Alright, until next time. Bye.
Bye.